Hey everybody, Jason here. It's a Saturday morning, about 7:30, and looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out there. I think it's supposed to be in the 60s, and got a doubleheader today. My son plays high school baseball, and so we'll be out in that all day. And I love baseball season because ain't nothing better than sitting watching a baseball game, in my opinion. Uh, But I thought I'd get on here and say hi. I haven't been on for a while and show a few things that I picked up recently. Nothing too exciting here, but this I've got quite a collection of these 43, mostly 43 shillings. I got caught up in these when there's what they call an S over D. This is a 43S Australian shilling, and there's an error, which they call an S over D, but it really is just a die chip on the mint mark that appears to be a D underneath it, but it's really not. This one is not one of those, and it's a little hard to see. But this, I've gotten in the habit of picking up these shillings just about anywhere I can because you can sometimes get them pretty cheap. They have about $2.50 worth of silver in it. Take a look here quick, and from the 40s, that is, anyways. And they made the same design up in through the 60s, but they changed the content of silver. From 38 to 44, they were sterling silver, and then on up they went down to about 50% silver. But these 43s, for example, have about 275 worth of silver in it, and it's just a nice design. And this one here in particular, I picked up off eBay for just about 25 cents over spot. So I've got it for like $3, and mostly because the pictures, I probably would have, I bought it anyways, but the pictures were awful on it. And let me show you. Here's the eBay auction. And these pictures just look awful. They're blurry and they don't show what I feel is the true quality of the coin. When I got it in hand, so I wasn't expecting much. I just bought it for some junk silver. It was cheap. When I got it in hand, I realized that it really has quite a bit of detail on it. It's just got some toning on it that in hand doesn't look that awful. And these pictures might not be doing it justice, but it's really a nice looking coin here. And like I said, it's not the variety that I look for, but if I can pick these up for spot value, I'll do it all day long. So anyway, that was a nice pickup. Here's another one that, again, is not the variety, but picked this up for actually under spot. And this one was a little less on the surface. It looks very nice, but when you dig down into it, and again, this isn't going to show in this video too much, but this was pretty harshly cleaned at one point. There's a lot of hairlines on it. But for the price of silver, why not? This is, let's see if I can get this in here. This album here, I have quite a few of these. Don't mind the prices on them. That's typically, I'm not paying that much for them. Although these are nicer. But again, these aren't the varieties. 43, there's a 44, another 43. This is from the 1924, and it's not $45 worth. I think I paid, or even $20. Looks like that. Another price on there. Now this is a low mintage. It's only got it was only 673,000 made. But I think I may have paid maybe $5 for it. I don't even remember. Some more 43s. Don't know. Need to mark the varieties better. This one, you can actually start to see where the D is on the right side of the S. And there's different states of this one. This variety that I don't know if this is one here or not. I should mark these better. There's a little something there. I don't think that's the full variety. Like I said, I picked a bunch of these up over time, and the varieties, sometimes they're not listed too often online. I've not seen a true value, but I have seen some go for a premium, some of the nicer ones. Like I said, usually you can get these shillings generally in, especially the 43 and the 44s, you can get them for under $5, and I think that's a pretty good value for a nice looking coin. But the variety you can sometimes pick up for, or you'll see listed out there for $10, $15, $20, and I think the most I ever saw one sell for was about $40, and I kind of thought that was high, but I don't know. You don't see them listed too often as the variety. I don't think a lot of people know about it, and again, it is, while they call it an S over D, it's really not a D. From the articles I've read and the studies they've done, it's just a die chip. There's another marker on these. Here's just a 42 plain. There's another marker on the 43s that have that variety. Most of them have a little, this is not going to zoom in, not focus very well, is it? And I got to mark these better so I can go right to them. But on the side of the 9, on some of these, there is a little die chip on the bottom curl of the 9 and the date that looks like just like a little spur or an arrow pointing off of wait, is this one here? I don't know if you can see right there in the center, there's a little bit of a chip starting to form there. In different die states, they've gotten bigger and expand out, and eventually I believe it becomes a nice little die crack that goes between the 9 and the 4. But anyways, this here's a 62. 62s, again, like I said, had a lower silver content, same design on those. But oh, here's some of my German coins, and I picked these up from Cheapskate a little bit ago for a good price. Pretty happy with these. Anyways, been kind of a long video, but hope you enjoyed. Excuse me. Hope you enjoyed looking at these. If nothing else, I proved out that I need to go label these a little bit better so that I can and organize them a little bit better. I have a bad tendency just to throw things in some relative semblance of order, but really not too ordered, not too organized. My wife hates that about me, but no, it's all good. So, well, I'm going to go. We'll get ready for the baseball game, and you guys have a blessed Saturday.